Oh yes, the fountain is effervescently flowing as the recording of this is Thursday, August 4th, 2022. Out for their morning jog, a couple of the residents here in town. And with the Celebration Theater spires there in the distance and the fountain, wanted to point out that there is no skating or grinding through this area. Welcome everyone. Out of the Woo here. In fact, I believe that's what these are placed here for. Now it would be very difficult if you're on a skateboard to kind of ollie up on here, slide along the side of that, but can't think of any other reason why those would be there. Today will be a true sense of the word daily vlog, because I really have no game plan. I'm going to cover a wide variety of topics. Going to meet up with a friend, about ready to head out of town here. Go meet up with him, just see where the day goes. I'm inviting you to join me. Also, wearing a new cap I got the other day at Tropicana Field. Join me, shall you? But before heading out, just want to say hi to Howard the Duck, not to be confused with the film. Not a real duck. I also noticed there is a little change here on the Lake Reinhard lakefront. Of course, there is this bird with its wings outstretched. Now they're also, oh, hello, taking off. Taking flight bird, taking stork-like creature into the heavens. But right here, Lake Reinhard used to have, so back, well, every other time I've walked down here, this lake used to have a sign right here that said, do not feed or mess with the alligators. It's gone. The sign has been erased from existence. This was a staple. Well, it wasn't a staple, it was a sign, but it was wedged in the ground right here. It's either fallen down or been removed, or someone got themselves a little souvenir. And about to merge onto I-4, Interstate 4, towards Orlando. I have arrived at a place I haven't been to in a long time. The mall at Millennia, very upscale mall. When I think of Central Florida, I think of two different malls, Florida Mall and Mall of Millennia. Also, Micah from YouTube's own World of Micah is here. He's the friend I was meeting up with.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the friend.
You're the friend that I'm meeting up with today. Have you ever been in this mall?
I have. I used to go meet at this Cheesecake Factory quite a bit. And there's a Vans store that I used to go and buy shoes in here.
I have no real rhyme or reason to walk in here, but I said, let's meet up here. Yep. And then we could just traverse around to Orlando after that. There's a student driver going by. Every time I'm in a mall, I always get George Romero vibes. Obviously, this classic Dawn. Down here, it's like they have constellations down along the side here. Pretty neat looking mall though, however. Also, there are two Starbucks. A Starbucks over here. So I'm gonna get myself a piping hot caffeinated beverage and a Starbucks down there, which I will show when I get over here. Okay, back downstairs, got the coffee, but wanted to show the secondary two Starbucks within eye vision of each other. Heading out. I also got a piping hot caffeinated beverage, and Micah ended up getting
Nitro Cold Brew.
We do got to cross the street at Vineland and Conroy. I wanted to point out, Micah just stated that the nickname is the City Beautiful. This storm drain says the City Beautiful. Yeah, in all honesty, it doesn't look like they've done anything as far as brought any heavy equipment down, tore this down. I heard that Advent Health, don't quote me on that, but I've heard that a hospital had bought the property. I'm just gonna try to peek in and see what I can see. I was able to go inside here when they were open a couple times, I think twice. Once about 5 or 6 years ago, and then once about a year and a half ago or so. And just since it's closed, really, this place has kind of fallen. Just looks like they removed a tree over here, uprooted from the ground. Guest services closed, everything here is closed. Always good to document this kind of stuff before, you know, the wreckers come in and tear everything out. Yeah, they have uprooted a lot of the trees through here. So a lot of the big trees have been pulled up. So they have been doing some work down in here. And it's grown over there, but that was the rock that rolled away where they would, you know, they would show the resurrection and all that. You could kind of see, if you look closely, you can kind of see the hole there in the rock. And somewhere behind where the ivy has grown over, or that foliage has grown over, is the stone that rolled away. Noticing down here, the tops of these benches have been removed as well. I guess someone could utilize the tops of the benches, but not the Not the legs and the base of the benches. I'm really curious what this place is going to look like in a few years when it's all leveled. And walked up here on the side of this little berm, kind of looked down. Yeah, nothing has been removed other than the trees that have been uprooted. A little traffic, a little congestion here. Got the top of the whale fin. I'm guessing probably that was Jonah and the whale. Also, Zacchaeus is over there, sitting in a sycamore tree.
Really? Oh,
yeah, there's Zacchaeus, and then I believe Moses right there, or could be Abraham. I'm gonna say that's probably Moses.
It's Moses.
Yeah, Moses and the Ten Commandments. Yeah, Zacchaeus.
You come down from there.
Right there. Right over there, tucked away. All right, made it over to downtown Orlando now. Gonna swing by for an update where the Ernest house used to be. From Ernest Saves Christmas. They tore it down a few months ago. Gonna see what's happening over there. Located right here on the corner of Jefferson and Higher. And as we were going over to the park, we drove by and noticed they have really done a lot with the property, even since we were last here a couple months ago, 4 months ago. Both of us documented that it was bulldozed, and wow, that right there is where the Ernest house was. Looks nothing like what was there before.
Makes the other houses look a little weird. Like,
yeah, so the Ernest house really looked very similar to 118 over here.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. You know, a lot of Jim Varney's history and past kind of slipping away with the Ernest house going away, and John Cherry, who created the character of Ernest, just passed away. What, like 2 months ago? Around the same time the house was bulldozed, kind of in the same time frame.
It was too much.
So John Cherry was the guy who directed every episode of the Ernest, you know, TV show, the commercials. He did Brahms and WDBJ7, your hometown station, all that. And then Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Saves Christmas, Slam Dunk Ernest.
Yeah.
But John Cherry just passed, and Splash Mountain's going away.
That's another one. Ernest was the very first person to ride and conquer Splash Mountain at Disneyland.
Yeah. He was the one that pulled the switch.
He did. That's it.
And I understand why Splash Mountain's, you know, is progressing to Princess and the Frog. I get that 100%. But that is just another Jim Varney Ernest that's just kind of going by the wayside memory. There's like a mosquito or a gnat around me. Now, I think this house here is an original house on this street. In fact, when Santa and Ernest pull out here, you can see the house behind there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a limb, because there's a limb right there, that this is an original house. This one might be as well, but this is now.
These two.
Both of these are?
See, yeah. And that one up there I know for sure because it says built in 1915.
Okay.
Not the cabin looking one, but the other one. But yeah, this
original driveway. This will probably be replaced. All this will probably be replaced.
Ernest is definitely.
Remember the Vern house that used to sit on the back lot?
Now it's
at Hollywood Studios.
Cantina, right?
Yeah. Fun fact. Yes, fun fact. Thanks for reminding me. I went on satellite view, which I'm sure you have done many times as well, and analyzed where everything was on the MGM studio, Disney's MGM Studios back lot. Back when you take the tram through there, they had the Golden Girls house, they had the Empty Nest house, they had the Ernest Saves Christmas Vern house, where he takes the Christmas tree out of the back, goes through the front door.
Ho, 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 Vern.
That is in the same exact spot as the cantina at Galaxy's Edge. So if you're walking in the cantina at Batu East, you're basically standing in front of Vern's house from Ernest Saves Christmas.
Party punch and bean dip.
I think one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, which is similar to the commercial, is when he like starts tearing out the wall, the line from the wall. He's almost like next level crazy in that scene.
But then he lets it go and the chandelier falls down completely. So he can
and Harmony is like a little more hyper than normal too.
She is.
It's like the whole rest of it, she's like real somber.
Yeah.
But that part, it's like all bets are off.
Yep. They're just bombarding this Vern dude.
You realize hardly anyone knows what we're talking about right now. Now, one thing that would be really neat, so in Chicago, the Family Matters house was bulldozed. used in the TV show Family Matters. The new home, similar to how this is being built, they put an emblem on the side of the house that says Family Matters House, the logo from the show.
That's right. I saw in your video.
Could they be persuaded to put a little Ernest homage?
Dude, maybe I should make one for them and just bring it here and be like,
just drop it off,
here.
A little care package.
Yep.
I didn't even notice, but Micah just pointed out, speaking of the Winslows, Family Matters, this does have a Winslow-esque type of vibe to it. Getting sidetracked here. Getting sidetracked. All right, so we'll get some food.
let's do it.
Have now arrived at the one and only Beefy King. They're celebrating 54 years of being open right now, this summer. They love Orlando, and I love Beefy King. It's kind of becoming a tradition for me and Mike to eat at Beefy King. We've eaten here before a couple times. It's located in an area known as the Milk District, because T.G. Lee Milk is right over there. I think a couple other milk factories. Looks pretty busy. And I'm going with an extra large sandwich platter. It does not come with the drink, so I had to purchase the drink. You get coleslaw, beefy spuds, which is basically like tater tots, and a kosher dill. And I almost wore my Beefy King t-shirt today, but I didn't. But I have one of those up there. I love the vibe of this place. So retro. Even these lamps kind of reminds me of the old Pizza Hut lamps. All right, and this is what we're dealing with. We're with the XB extra large with, I can't tell what all the other CH. So it's got cheese, onions, and lettuce. And I went with the pickle. I got the platter, so I got the coleslaw, the pickle, the tater tots. They call something else. They don't call them tater tots.
Spuds.
Spuds. What'd you get?
This is the, I think it's ham and beef. Yeah.
You got the double meat.
Yeah, ham and beef, double meat.
You got the spuds. I went with the horsey sauce, a little horseradish sauce. And this, which is horseradish and a very hot barbecue sauce called a Jack sauce. That is, there's a lot going on with this thing. The lettuce, I've never gotten it with the lettuce and the cheese before. You ever heard the Seinfeld bit about big gulps?
No.
About how, I'm paraphrasing, but it had something to do with going to get a big gulp this size. This is a huge beverage.
Yeah.
Not a big gulp, but a lot of drink. Do we really need this much Mountain Dew? I probably messed it up. I just now realized that directly above me is a clown sitting there on a little trapeze wire. And take a look. Jimmy Fallon once ate here while he was in Orlando. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon and also Daniel Tosh from Tosh.0. Look at that. Famous faces in Orlando. Mm-hmm. Okay, accomplished that meal. I am not hungry at the moment. Far from hungry. Also, Orlando Sentinel readers voted this a foodie winner with the best cheap eats. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. I got the oversized gargantuan soda and a full meal. Everything came to like 16 bucks with tax. If I would have drank a water, it would only been 11 bucks for all that food. And that was a large sandwich. Cheap eats. And have made it to downtown proper. Found a parking spot a block or two away at Lake Eola, which is right over here. Well, Lake Eola's over there. This is the Walt Disney Amphitheater. Sign states so right over there.
I always remember coming out here with you Christmas. That one year we did the swan.
Oh, we did the swan boats years ago out here, me and you.
Yep.
Now the swan boats, last time I was out here, were under construction.
Yeah.
But I think they might be back now. Yep, it appears as if they are back. The swan boats are back. And look at this down here. We step off the stage. There you go. This is dedicated to the first band played at Lake Eola Park in the late 1800s. Orlando has enjoyed this performing talents in the community site back in 1924, construction of the second one in 1962, and now this site, state-of-the-art amphitheater built in 1989, which bears the name in honor of Mr. Walt Disney. And there is a goose or a duck. Don't get too close to those.
No.
I have learned in the past. Also, there is a lady protruding up out of the ground over there, kind of like a little silhouette of a woman. Now here it says right here, The amphitheater, get a little history, dedicated October from 1989, which, I mean, I knew this, but Micah just kind of reminded me that was the same year that MGM Studios.
Yeah, probably about the same. I mean, that's the reason why they did it, I guess.
Probably around the same time frame.
Yeah.
Bill Frederick was the mayor at the time. There is no mention of Eisner anywhere on here. So this is an Eisnerless homage. And take a look over here. There is a turtle up on this log and a couple other turtles swimming around. Now right here on Lake Eola also is this apartment that, fun fact, I've been here once before. I was in here with Adventures in Design, my friend Bricky, 6-7 months ago. When he was visiting Florida, he wanted to see where the Florida project, where Walt and Roy announced to the governor and to the world they were going to build Walt Disney World. And I stepped in here and showed this, and this is your first time in here, Micah.
Yeah.
And you are...
See this, I've been in this room before, but they didn't have
years ago.
Yeah.
But now they embrace it fully.
Yeah, they care. It's awesome, look at that.
So stuff like this, like you were just stating in your video, that this doesn't really exist, that places around here will kind of embrace the history. Mm-hmm. A little more info here. Cherry Plaza Hotel now is the MMA Parkside. City Beautiful, Orlando, 1968.
And this was the Egyptian room. It's like a conference room they had in here. Not sure exactly where it is. But
well, they went on an elevator, which was down there.
Yeah.
And when Bricky and I were here, we kind of decided it's probably going to be on the upstairs floor. However, I found something I did not discover last time I was here. Right above the water fountain, refillable water fountains.
Whoa!
Look at this.
Holy cow, man.
Right?
So that's like for Disney cast members back in the day. Yeah, Walt Disney World News. That's from 1985.
Look at these Walt stamps. They sell these in Marceline right here. They sell those in Marceline.
Yeah.
Here's an original, probably a 71.
Yeah.
Like pennant right here. Look at that. So it is really cool. Look at this, the omnibus here.
Yeah.
Here's a 1971.
And then B and D.
Look at this, there's a contemporary right there. All right, this is the outside of the building. They had a banner stretching across. I've covered this before, but discovered a few new things I did not know until today. Now, World of Beer, which is over at the end, was the Egyptian room. Talked to someone inside, one of the employees that was very knowledgeable about history, and he was saying that World of Beer was the Egyptian room right over there, where the Florida Project press conference. They did not call it Walt Disney World then. They did not have a name for it. And then when Walt passed, Roy's brother decided, we're going to call it Walt Disney World. Not Disney World, like Disneyland in Anaheim, but Walt Disney World to honor his brother. So the conference took place over there. They did not go in an elevator. They built a fake partition. Well, now they got another wall blocking the MAA Parkside and World of Beer, which is where the press conference took place, the Florida Project. Pretty cool. And I always found it interesting that there's a lounge here, which kind of looks like Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
And then you got like an Adventureland tiki bar.
Yeah.
At the same spot, you know? There's a lot of little references. You know, it's kind of a stretch, but you know what I mean. So what the employee was telling us is over here, this wall has been built since they did that news conference. And you cannot go in this way, but if you're kind enough, you can just go up to the lobby. So this is the guest, the people that live here going through here. But if you go up to the leasing office, they will let you in to look over there, which is where we were, that has all the Walt stuff. So just go in and ask, they're very nice here. We were also informed that a US president stayed here, up on the top penthouse floor, right up here. Lyndon Johnson stayed over here, overlooking Lake Eola, atop of what is now World of Beer, and where the announcement took place, which we are pretty convinced it was not over here in what is now the active bar, but in the storage room right over here where it says WOB, right down here. And as we peeked in the window, it's completely remodeled, but I'm just going to say that that's where it took place.
Yeah.
Would you be with me on that one?
Yeah, that makes the most sense where they would go, and I mean, you
walk down the hallway and walk right into there.
Geographically, it makes more sense than anything else.
Now, it's not open till the evening hours, so we're not going to stick around that long. We were also informed by someone over at the World of Beer that there is a mural from way back in the day of Walt shaking hands with Mickey Mouse down in the Stardust, which is down this little walkway down here. It's kind of an old-timey painting mural. So one day, I got to go down here and see if the stories are true, and see what my assumption would be on how old a mural painted down inside here is. I'm just learning all kind of stuff today.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to a lot of places I've been to before, but I'm learning a bunch of new stuff.
Exactly.
Stardust Lounge. Look at that wrought iron metal rusted out thing. Now that is a thing of beauty right there. Okay, we stepped into the library now, and we asked the employee at the library, said go to the 4th floor, and they have a whole Disney archives. We were asking if maybe they had newspaper clippings of the Florida project. So we are just, I didn't know where the day was going to go.
I didn't know either.
But this day is taking a fun turn. Okay, I'm going to state something that to some watching and some that are standing here at the moment, myself and Micah included, are going to have their minds blown. All of these file cabinets is Disney history. All of these file cabinets are full of retro Disney. It's like a miniature archives of sorts, and an immense collection of books as well. Now, one of these Celebration books, now this is dated 91. Celebration opened in 94. Maybe there was a different project with Disney called The Celebration, but here's a book I've never seen before, as well as this one, The Celebration Chronicles. Look at this. Even the art of Disney. I know exactly what you're thinking right now, Micah. Your mind is thinking, I don't know what to start with right now. We're going to have to come back.
Yeah.
There's no way we're going to be able to get to this today.
No.
But yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. Anyone that's researching anything for Disney, this place is a treasure trove, and I will be venturing back up here and spending a lot of time in the library here. This is awesome.
Dude. Remembering Roy?
What?
Remembering Roy Disney.
The file cabinets behind me, I don't even want to dive into those yet. All the different versions of the Hidden Mickey books. I have 1 or 2 of those.
It's every park poster in every Disney park. Different variations.
So this is great. I've seen a lot of these books, even though they have a good collection, but what I'm really enticed with is behind us, all those file cabinets.
It's insane.
Okay, we're starting to look at some stuff. They said we could just look at anything we needed to. We have to sit here at this table. We can't go into other areas of the library.
Yeah.
The cross, show the thing where it said the new Disneyland Resort.
So, this is phase 1, Interstate 4. And then
Vacation Land.
I'm going to go back.
There's the Contemporary. Yes.
There it is.
That is awesome. Look at that.
Right here.
Where it says the new, look at this. Oh,
I know.
what? I was not ready for this today.
I know, look at that.
Okay, this is about the oldest file we could find, dating back to October of 65. So all these would be from 65 to 1970. So let's see what we got in this first file. There's also this archival box we're going to go through, and then also some from January to February of 71. This is all we're going to get to today. I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole yet, but I will be returning here a multitude of times. Now, I don't know what artist doodled this, but take a look at this. So Disney World's quote Main Street. So see, Walt was not listed on there yet.
Just Disney World.
Roy had not made the announcement. Cinderella's castle will be the largest building in Disney World. It hadn't even been built yet.
And the lagoon near the golf course. I don't think it was called the Seven Seas.
It wasn't even Seven Seas yet.
No.
Okay, this is a copy of the Orlando Sentinel from October of 65. Now this lady, Emily Bavar, was the one who kind of convinced Walt to come out here because she broke the news that Walt, who was keeping it a secret, had purchased all this land for a Disneyland East of sorts. Look at this, it says, is our mystery industry Disneyland? They did not know what was happening out here. This is a copy, October of 65. So less than a month later, on the 15th of November is when Walt and Roy went in and did the Florida Project announcement. Less than a month after the Sentinel kind of broke this story.
Yeah, she spilled the beans, and so they had to come and clear up all the rumors. So I can't remember the man's name, but he's sitting out there right in front of Lake Eola, and he's drinking his coffee, and he sees this, and he literally calls Roy, goes up, asks for the phone, calls Roy, and he's like, that girl spilled the beans on your brother. We need you guys to come down here.
Wow, and this is the paper he was reading.
Yeah, and clear this up. Because a lot of people were kind of angry.
sure.
Yeah, they didn't want their little town to change.
And of course, a lot of these aren't even reprints. These are actual newspaper articles on the original paper. This is, look at that little dull.
Foreshadowing?
Yeah, definitely. Look at this. This came out 1 year before the open. This is probably in October of 70. But they still referred to it as 27,000 acres as the Florida project.
Look at this. It's going to be built around the Magic Kingdom park a la Disneyland, back when they still called Disneyland the Magic Kingdom.
Also, speaking of foreshadowing, they're mentioning Epcot way before it was built, and it even states it, all capitals, experimental prototype community of tomorrow, described as a blueprint of the future and perpetual showcase of American free enterprise. All right, Micah just found this about the visitor center that used to be, still is over there. Now it's the athletic club.
Mm-hmm. January of 71.
Yeah, so this is 10 months before the park opened. And they stamped it 72, so it was a year old. They were kind of documenting it for history. But check out the prologue, written and stated through the eyes and words of Winnie the Pooh.
And Owl.
And Owl. What the heck?
He's talking about, looked like a dragon in Cinderella Castle. He's talking about how it was Disney World. Yeah, there's that same...
Wow. Through the looking glass. Through the looking glass. It wouldn't even exist yet. Okay, we're nerds, Micah.
Yeah, we are.
Look at this.
All highways lead.
You know how many times I've done that?
Yeah.
You know how many times I've gone across the 10? Look at this. Not even Anaheim on there. They don't even signify Anaheim, just LA.
Opening day.
Look how all faded out.
Oh, that's the preview center. No, that's the grounds of Magic Kingdom. That's when they had the topiaries out by the monorail.
Yeah, look how faded that is.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's opening day. I don't even think the park had opened yet.
That was the time. I think that's the rendering of the horse. Yeah, there's a rendering of that. Look at the car parked in front of the City Hall.
There you go. Adventureland, Frontierland, Liberty Square, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland.
Yeah, there's
Look at this.
Is that a Mustang in front of the... No, it's a Pontiac. This is the Pontiac magazine. Makes sense. So Pontiac was teaming up with Disney.
From the Christian Science Monitor. Now, I referred to Walt Disney World as Disneyland East earlier. I didn't know if I really had the ability to say that, but now it's confirmed right here. It was also referred to as Super Disneyland, and they hadn't even named the country bears yet. They just called them Bear Band, animatronic bears. So this is in February of the same year the park opened. They hadn't even named the Bear Band yet.
No, it just says Country Bear Band.
Super Disneyland. And here's a quote by Joe Fowler.
No, it's Orlando Mayor.
Oh, the mayor
Carl
stated.
Langford.
Okay, the mayor stated this, but Fowler was also quoted in this article as well. But the mayor stated that the preview center for WDW is just a hot dog stand of what we're going to have.
And check this out. According to our most conservative estimates, no one seems to be worried that the golf courses and the haunted house are about the only things nearing actual completion. The haunted house. It wasn't even the haunted mansion yet.
Okay, we stumbled on a script from a newscast talking about the opening, talking about the paddle boats and things like that, and we discovered an island which we think alludes to what became Discovery Island. Pontoon boat over to Blackbeard's Island next to the Contemporary.
A lot of tourists will take advantage for a picnic lunch and a brief respite from the hustle and bustle of the part of the Magic Kingdom.
Or was that going to be Tom Sawyer's Island?
Could be.
Dude, it might have been Tom Sawyer's Island.
On the return trip, passing close by the selection of the Contemporary Hotel.
That's got to be Discovery Island.
Yeah, that's got to be it. And they had a pirate ship out there.
I never knew
It was a sunken
that it was going to be
pirate
called
ship out
Blackbeard's Island. Does anyone know that?
there.
Have you ever heard that?
I've never heard that, but it makes total sense because it was a pirate ship out there. You can see it in the Christmas.
A family vacation visits the magical world of Disney, rising out of the flatness of the Florida landside near Orlando. Look at this, next on News 90. So News 90, this is their script.
Larry Cooper, WTVR News.
25,000 per day will pass through the entrance gates of Disney World in its first year of operations. All right. This is just the tip of the iceberg, by the way. We're not going to go through every file today, but this will not be my only time I'll be visiting this library. Wonderful World of Disney, September 26th, 5 days before the opening date of 1971. 5 days before.
Oh man, look at that. 4 giants to make Disney Dream live.
There's Roy.
Mayor.
Look at that.
Carl.
WDW special souvenir edition. 10 cents. 10 cents. May 1st, 1969. That was 2 years before. The preview of tomorrow. This was free to visitors. I have never seen this photo.
Ever.
In front of Florida's Haunted Mansion. Pluto, Goofy, and Mickey all holding hands. I don't think I've ever seen that particular photo before. What'd you say?
The Jungle Cruise, Primeval Lands, Chattering Parrots are trapped by ever-hungry crocs.
Okay, this was opening month, about 3 weeks after opening day. Check out the Mad Hatter here. Got Tweedledee Tweedledum over there. Mickey, Snow White. Monday was an important day for Roy Disney. Brother of the Dreamer, Roy Disney, was presented with an American flag from President Richard Nixon. The more stuff we look through, the more I'm just blown away by this.
That's the old pool.
Oh, the old contemporary pool before the new one is changed.
That's right when you get off of the boat. Those barrels are
That's
still
from that
down
opening
there.
day special.
Yep.
The time is now. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
The time is now. Fess Parker. Look at this Fred McMurray over here. Bob Hope.
Oh, the day is mine.
The day is mine. The day is mine.
The day is mine. Yeah.
That's what the day
Jerry
is mine.
Reed song.
That's it. Day
I
is
forgot
mine.
that that's a Jerry Reed song.
Yeah, this is so great. Let's see what's on this next page.
Oh, no way. It's a map.
Look at those spires there.
One of the first vloggers. He's got his camera right there.
Do you remember those spires
I
there?
do. And this is before it was covered.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
it had like the Disneyland look to the floor.
Look at this, the monorail going by.
From the Aristocats. You never see those characters. And they have the canoe.
Yeah, just like Disneyland still has. Now, I'm not an expert of, the vast amount of wealth of knowledge that's on the internet as far as photos go. But some of the stuff I'm seeing today, I do not ever recall seeing online, like this. This photo of Alice and the rabbit here with the fire department in the back there. 10 cents. Oh, this is the day after. This is October 2nd.
That's why it's talking about traffic flowing smoothly.
Yeah.
Some people got an early start by spending the night in their cars outside of the Fantasyland.
So
we're not the first to ever do that.
Fantasyland photo that I've never seen.
With Flower.
There we go. Brer Bear is kindly and won't use a club. Oh, there's the pigs over there.
Look at this. This skunk smells sweet. Dances good too with Terry Matthews, Tampa.
I just love that every time we turn a page, there's something good. Turn the page. Let's see what's on the next page. Is that it?
Oh, look at the advertisements.
Now, you were kind of saying that jokingly, but look at this. The Tabernacle Baptist Church had a Disney
Free
Day.
Disney.
They would give tickets for everyone who brought 7 visitors. That is incredible.
That is.
If you showed up and you brought 7 visitors, you would get free tickets to Disney. That's almost kind of like a church version of a timeshare.
Yeah,
This one's titled The Disney Year.
the Disney year.
But the monorail was made United States steel, probably for the beam.
Yep.
And that's the skeleton inner workings of the Contemporary there. And look at the railroad going underneath the monorail beam there.
Amazing.
Oh, here's the dedication plaque out front.
I've seen the dedication plaque picture, but look at this angle.
Now, to some, it might not seem like much and that exciting, but you know, just to look at something like this, where you have the Apopka Area Chamber of Commerce saying, welcome to Disney, saying, oh, welcome to the neighborhood, Disney. Yeah. And then also over here, this irrigation company, welcome Walt Disney World. Is this place even still in business anymore?
Right.
Look, you could get a swimming pool installed for $3,000.
Oh my gosh.
And take a look over here. You got Wally Bogue with the dancers there.
Yeah, that was at the Diamond Horseshoe in Frontierland. You have the Golden Horseshoe.
Golden out in
Disneyland, this one.
California.
Yeah, Diamond's Walt Disney World.
There's even an article up here on J. Thaddeus Toad leading the wild chase. Miss Toad at Disney World. Also, we were just discussing, we don't think this was ever built. Carolina. Micah said it reminded him of Progress City.
Lake Eleanor Drive? I don't even know where that is.
I know where Lake Eleanor is, but I've never seen anything that looked like that completely.
It looks like Progress City.
And of course, one big theme park comes to town and others follow suit. Coming our way, SeaWorld. Shamu, the whale, will be appearing, demonstrating jumping ability at San Diego and then on their way over to Florida. Of course, SeaWorld, a big piece of the landscape here now, current day. And definitely the Sky Ride, I missed that too.
Small World.
Yeah,
Station right there.
Going over. This is now the Rapunzel Tower.
You can still see where the beam was back in the day. There's a circle.
Yeah, that's Hall of Presidents. After basement construction was completed on Main Street, there's the Liberty Tree, there's the Haunted Mansion, and look at this massive full-page Shader Brothers office furniture, major supplier of office furniture, Walt Disney World.
And the steel rail. Yeah.
Kind of wondering if that's river country there, but look at sailboats over here.
Yeah.
Sailboats on Seven Seas.
That's where you still rent the boats.
Yeah.
And then the main lobby, the front lobby that's been renewed.
The Contempo Rarey Hotel. This is classic. This kind of gives me like a Wilson vibe from Home Improvement. Howdy ho, neighbor. These parade photos. Look at this. This old Maxwell is the new Maxwell going down Main Street. What the heck is that?
The Jungle Land Steel Drum Band. They had the steel drum
Jose.
band. Yeah.
At a place called Zary, not Zares, but Zary. Look at that classic logo. But you could get a Mickey Mouse phone for $5. All of this, 36 cents. You could get Disney balloons with a pump. They were just eating up the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Now a place wouldn't even be able to sell this stuff. They made all this stuff themselves. This wasn't even sanctioned by WDW.
Right.
This is all made by this company. Over here it says mansion is full of 999 retired haunts and something you don't hear too much of, the goblins. The goblins? And again, here's the teacups before they had the enclosure because of the rain. And there's the Grand Prix Raceway, now called Tomorrowland Speedway. Oh, look at this, 20,000 League Sub. Jungle Cruise. The riverboat, the Admiral Joe Fowler riverboat. So there, now it's just the Liberty Bell, but there used to be 3 riverboats back in the day, from what I heard. And this was one of the ones that doesn't run anymore. That's the Joe Fowler riverboat. There they are playing a round of golf. Never seen that photo before either. At some point, we're gonna have to pull ourselves away from this and come back another time. The day is getting away from us. We got Jonathan Winters down here, Fred McMurray up there. All right, heading back to the vehicle now, downtown. Gonna cruise on, but I will definitely be returning to that library. That will not be the first time you or I set foot in that library.
No way, man. No way.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a secret club.
Well,
it's like a secret hangout.
It's not so secret anymore.
No, it's not.
And that's gonna do it for today. It looks like there's a storm cloud brewing up there. Had a good day. Didn't really know which direction the wind was gonna blow or what we were gonna see, but it ended up being a really, really good day. And I found a new place to do a little research for future episodes and a little history. Who'd have thought they would have such a deep dive of stuff at the library in Orlando? Love it. I think it's gonna rain. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.